Carl Rogers, who lived from 1902 to 1987, was one of the most influential psychologists of the 20th century. He was the founder of humanistic psychology and created client-centered therapy, also known as person-centered therapy. Rogers believed that people are inherently good, capable of growth, and have an innate drive toward self-actualization, becoming the best version of themselves. Every person has a natural tendency to grow, improve, and fulfill their potential. Similar to what Maslow called the peak of the hierarchy of needs. The good life is a process, not a state of being. It is a direction, not a destination. Your self-concept is how you see yourself. Problems arise when there's a gap between the real self and the ideal self. A healthy self-concept is flexible and based on real experience, not rigid expectations. Many people grow up feeling like they must meet certain conditions to be loved, like, I must get good grades to be worthy. Instead, he believed we all need unconditional positive regard, acceptance and love no matter what. Rogers changed the game in psychotherapy by focusing on the relationship between therapist and client, rather than analyzing the past or giving advice. He believed three core conditions were both necessary and sufficient for personal growth. A deep understanding of the client's feelings and perspective. Non-judgmental acceptance of the client. The therapist is real and authentic with the client, not playing a role. This therapy was non-directive. The client leads, and the therapist supports. Client-centered therapy book. Client-centered therapy from 1951 outlined the basics of his therapeutic approach. Emphasized that clients have the resources within themselves for growth. On Becoming a Person from 1961 is a blend of essays, case studies, and reflections. It focuses on how people can become more real, open, and self-directed. The book became popular with both therapists and everyday readers. What I am is good enough if I would only be it openly. A Way of Being from 1980, his later philosophical reflections on life, learning, and being human. Emphasizes the fluid, evolving nature of personal growth. Rogers applied his ideas to education, advocating for student-centered learning. Believed learning should be self-initiated, experiential, and emotionally meaningful. In his later years, he used his approach in intercultural and political conflict settings, like Northern Ireland and South Africa. Focused on deep listening, empathy, and authentic communication. Rogers versus Concept: Freud, Skinner, Rogers. Focus: past, unconscious, behavior and reinforcement, present experience, self-awareness. Therapy style: directive, behavior modification, non-directive, client-led. Key idea: psychoanalysis, behaviorism, humanism, and self-actualization. Transformed psychotherapy: modern counseling owes much to his approach. Inspired fields like coaching, education, healthcare, and leadership. Helped humanize psychology with his belief in authentic human connection. Carl Rogers believed that people grow best in an environment of empathy, acceptance, and authenticity. His client-centered therapy empowered people to trust themselves and seek self-actualization. He changed therapy by focusing on human connection, not diagnosis or analysis.